I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I want to welcome to the church, the global church without borders, without routine. Remember, on the 21st of February, I have a webinar coming up, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. It's online for those of you asking where it's online. It's going to be in your phone. 7 p.m. Nigerian time, 21st of February. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. We're going to be talking about opportunities and possibilities in 2026. It's going to be very eye-opening, and people from all over the world are going to register. I want to look at the book of Ruth, and I'm going to be doing a long study. There are different studies from this book, and it's going to be very, very impactful in your life. Ruth chapter 1, verse 19. So the two women went on until they came to Bethlehem. That's just one sentence, but it is a very deep sentence. So the two women went on until they came to Bethlehem. Remember, they were in Moab. Naomi heard that's information. One of the greatest tragedies in life is that people hear, they never act on what they hear. Even if they act, they don't actualize. Number two, Naomi heard, then she prepared. First, after internalizing, analyzing, personalizing, then she set out to actualize. And to actualize, she needs preparation. I believe that African leaders, many of them, were not actually prepared for independence. That's why they behave as stupidly as they behave. So she prepared, gathered materials, must have prayed, strategized, planned. Then the three women went together. They entered the road. You see, nursery school has more registrations than primary. Primary has more than junior secondary. Junior secondary has more than senior secondary. Senior secondary more than universities. University undergraduate more than masters. Masters more than PhD. PhD more than professors. The journey to the peak, which is Bethlehem, Judah. Judah means praise. The Bethlehem means house of bread. The journey from Moab to fullness and to praise. In the beginning, many people get excited, get enthusiastic. They want to go. But when the reality starts to dawn, many people fall back. I've seen many people who came for mentoring and all that. When they saw the reality of the kind of life I live, they avoided me. They will tell people, how do you walk with that man? They will tell you, I can't live the way he lives. And so Naomi raised a lot of questions that God was going to provide the answers for in future, but Orpah could not take the answer, could not take the questions and the challenges that Naomi brought forward. Ruth was determined to go. So Orpah wept, kissed her mother-in-law, and turned back. And so in the journey of life, there are many people who will start with you, who want to go with you, who will tell, but they will turn back. Don't let them make you turn back. I will never, ever. I told my friend Dr. Kingsley Oje when I got born again that look, even if I turn back, don't turn back. Whatever I have set my mind to do, I pursue it with all vigor. No matter the discouragement, I continue. And so they continued. Let me tell you the journey that they've not told you. The journey is between 100 kilometers to 120 kilometers. That's what Ruth trekked with the mother-in-law. So when they say this, Bible says, and they arrived, verse 19, say, and the two women went on until they came to Bethlehem. They went on. You would think that sentence, it was 100 miles to 120 miles trekking. Number two, the terrain was rugged. Moab was in the valley of the Jordan. Bethlehem was in the ridge high up. It was a rocky, steep, risky climb of 2,000 feet up to Judah, to praise, to fullness, to the promise of God, to the blessing of God. It was a journey upward. When people see me, how do you manage? Somebody is a retired soldier came to my office that he wants to see the books I have read has enabled me to acquire knowledge. See, these ones you are seeing here, I took him to my office. These ones you are seeing here, they are small compared to how I have scavenged for knowledge. Small compared to what I stole with my eyes, what I stole with my ears. I first listened to this message about 30 years back when Pastor W. Kumoyi was preaching it. It was in a cassette then. I listened to it. I came back, see the old Bible, 32 years old. Look at it. I've read it and read it and read it. This portion, I've read it over and over. So to reach a height, it's a climb. If you see an athlete running, training behind training, you see a basketballer training, you see a Burna Boy, you see Davido, they train, it takes time. The climb takes effort. It takes determination. It takes doggedness. It takes driving towards your dream. There were days I imported cars from Holland. I drove throughout the night. Netherlands. Drove throughout the night to reach Aba. There were times one of the vehicles would stop. I would use another one to push it to start. There were policemen on the way. My money got finished. When I got to Benin, I went to wake Dr. Emma Jessa up, collected money. I got to Awumama, I went to wake Dr. Kingsley Oje up. I got home by around 5:30. I went into the theater, did surgeries till evening. Determination, drive, doggedness. What we preach to you in church will kill you. The Lord will do this. There is your own doing, your own contribution. That's why sometimes unbelievers make more progress than believers. You give the excuses of I'm waiting upon the Lord. It is not by works, it is by grace. I'm complete in Him. You give the excuses. You don't want to walk like unbelievers. You give the excuses, it won't be long, we'll be going home. You give the excuses of most rich men are sinners. You give the excuses that money is the root of all evil. But during Thanksgiving, you are the ones who take envelopes to unbelievers. There's no message you will preach that you won't collect offering, that you won't do this. They will say Dr. Apoki is preaching earthly wisdom. Which wisdom created the telephone you are using to watch me? Which wisdom created the internet? Which wisdom created the airplane that you enter? Which wisdom created the car that you are using? The wisdom came from the brain of somebody who was dogged and determined to achieve results. People like, what's the man, the electric bulb? If you remember his name, write it. People like telephone, Graham Bell. Doggedness. Sometimes we use prayer as an excuse for not putting in effort. We use prayer as an excuse not to use our brains. I made 10 A's. I read until my buttock ached me. I needed to derive a formula of GNP or GDP or whatever. I solved it. I told my principal to come and teach me in the class. I did it and did. But I will read something 11 times. I've been meditating on this one sentence for how many days? Doggedness, drive. Ruth was determined, but she needed doggedness and drive to climb that hill up to Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Judah. It was 7 to 10 days of trekking. How many young girls of today can trek 7 to 10 days? Trekking. Even Naomi, she must have been in her 60s. Trekking. Rugged terrain. God didn't book a flight. God didn't book boats. Just like Mary and Joseph. There are places God wants to take you to. He will not book a flight. He will not send a helper, my helper. The helper is waiting for you at the point of success, at the peak of the mountain. But you have to do the climbing, you have to do the trekking. 7 to 10 days of trekking. Sleeping in the open. The risk. And then she got there. You see, some people say, Doctor, you have an ego. I don't get ego, I'm an eagle. I have, look, if it is easy, try it. When I call myself, I say, Dr. Ufoma Apoki, BSc, Computer Engineering, MSc, Computer Science, PhD, Computer Science, Cloud Engineer. If it is easy, try it. Just have bad mouth. It's earthly wisdom. Dangote is the richest black man. He's a Muslim. Go and check how many hours he sleeps. Oh, the Lord gives the beloved sleep. The Lord also said a little sleep, a little slumber, and poverty, your poverty, will come upon you like a bandit. Resolve. I will not be lazy. I will not turn back. I will not be discouraged. Hey, God. I will not slumber halfway. I will reach the peak where God will praise me. Let me say this. Excuse me. Have you ever walked with a nagging old woman? Hey. When Ruth made her confession, your God shall be my God. Your people shall be my people. Where you die, I will die. Where I am buried. Her confession was not nullified by the confusion of Naomi. Naomi will complain, will nag, will talk. You know, old people, they will talk in 1942, when your father was in Congo, I was this. Ruth. I'm pressing forward towards the mark of higher calling. There is a place I have set my eyes on. I will not be discouraged. When I was buying all these places, buying the school, this place is waterlogged. This is where we used to farm. This man is a this. That one is this. I have made up my mind. You will not be dissuaded by any person because you are persuaded to reach where you want to reach. God bless you. Remember the webinar, 21st of February by 7 p.m. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. We have the diaspora city. People are buying. Don't be left out. God bless you.